What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from Dawson Speak TV and D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing the videos on this channel. Much love to those who support this channel by donating. I appreciate it. All that information is in the description box underneath the video. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now let's get into this topic. Alright, thanks for clicking on the video. Now, this video is for educational purposes, and as I approach this topic with respect, I want you all to please be respectful in my comment section. Thanks. Alright, now this next story comes out of Atlanta. It seems that all the wonderful and weird stories come out of Atlanta, don't y'all think? Nevertheless, let's get into this. But before I get into this story, I want to thank all of you for watching and responding to my last video on Reverend James Cleveland and Bishop Eddie Long abuse in the church. I really appreciate the comments and those of you who reached out to me to talk about some of your experiences in religious institutions and how you're not going to remain silent about things that happen to you and to others. Bravo, bravo. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the reason I did that video and I focused on that topic is to encourage you all to speak out, to know that you're not forgotten. God knows your name, and He has a purpose for putting you here on this earth, and it's not for individuals in the church or outside of the church to abuse you or misuse you. Remember, you are special, you are important, you matter, and anyone who says otherwise is sent on assignment from the pit of hell, and that's the gospel according to Dawson. Let me go on. Now, as I was strolling down these YouTube streets, as I often do, I ran across a couple of videos with Edward Long Jr., who is the son of Bishop Eddie Long. And in some of those videos, he was talking about succession and passing the mantle. And there was one video where he was being interviewed by a radio personality. Her name is Christeria Lynn. She has her own YouTube show, and she is really good at what she does. Shout out to Christeria Lynn. Now, in the video that I watched, Christeria asked Edward Long Jr., has he ended his beef with Jamal Bryant? And there were other videos I saw where the host of those shows asked, basically the same question. And Edward Long Jr. responded, and I'm paraphrasing, that he has no real beef with Jamal Bryant, that he himself never expected to be the pastor of New Birth Baptist Church. However, as a son of the house, a son of that church, he thought that there would be a space for him where he could further the vision that was already established at New Birth Baptist Church. Edward Long Jr. also went on to say that he is hopeful that one day he and Jamal would work together to, do the Lord's work and give the devil hell. Now, we all remember that before Bishop Eddie Long's untimely demise, there was already a succession plan in place. However, the successor that he had in place for that church after his passing was not bringing people to New Birth Baptist Church. Although that pastor and his wife humbly accept the position as senior pastor and first lady of New Birth Baptist Church in Lithonia, Georgia, they just didn't put butts in the seats. So the board of trustees, the powers that be, whoever, had to make a decision that they had to bring in a powerhouse to that church to bring the people back to New Birth Baptist Church, and this person had to be totally different from Bishop Eddie Long or the vision that Bishop Long had for that church. The powers that be went against the succession plan that Bishop Long had in place, and I'm sure their thought process was, we have to save this church by any means necessary. So after interviewing many applicants that applied for that position as senior pastor in New Birth Baptist Church, the powers that be at that church voted for community activist Jamal Bryant to be in the senior pastor position. Now, Jamal Bryant came in with all of his issues and his scandals, and we know he has a lot. However, community activist Jamal Bryant came in and basically saved that church. He brought people back to New Birth Baptist Church. Now listen, this is just my thought. However, I'm sure the powers that be at New Birth Baptist Church, they probably were thinking the same thing, that the church is doing good. We're getting our fire and our momentum back. Perhaps we should stay away from the name Long altogether so that the seasoned members and the new members won't have any thoughts of the old birth, that this is truly a new birth, providing a new experience when they walk through the doors of our church. That's what I think. Now, I know there are some of my viewers and subscribers and maybe even some other vloggers or bloggers who may say, well, Jamal cheated on his wife, the beautiful, and I do mean she is beautiful, y'all, the beautiful Giselle Bryant. Jamal had babies out of wedlock. Jamal continues to have relationship with women and he's not even married to them. Jamal is hiding children, this and that. And I will say to you, okay, sure, I agree with you on everything. However, and I'm going to be real with you and say that the church, they'll forgive a pastor that had a baby out of wedlock, cheated on his wife, or fornicated with some woman in the church. They'll forgive that and move on. However, when your leader has been accused of inappropriate conduct or SA with boys or girls, most churches, a good majority of them, they're not going to deal with that leader, and that leader's image and name will forever be tainted by those allegations, especially if that leader settles out of court with the individuals who accused him of misconduct. And I know there are some of you who will say, well, Jamal did this and Jamal did that and all of this. Sure, okay, I agree. We can talk about it. We can vlog about it. We can write about it. And guess what? Jamal will probably pull more stunts in the future. That's why we talk about it. In my opinion, he is truly a stunt king. However, Jamal is truly an awesome orator. Jamal is one of the best when it comes to that. If you all didn't get a chance to see him speak on the 60th anniversary on the March of Washington, he did an amazing job. Nobody can touch him on that, and you can't take that away from the man. That's why all the people coming to New Birth, let's just be honest. Some of these people, they can't preach, they can't speak. I'm just being honest. Jamal got that. And also, to my knowledge, Jamal doesn't have the horrific allegations that the former leader of New Birth Baptist Church, Bishop Eddie Long, had, nor does he have the track record of settling out of court with victims, male or female victims, who said that they were SA'd by him. Now, let me say this. I have done videos on Jamal in the past, and yes, there are court records that he has not paid child support. He has not seen child, or there may be some that he has other children out there. That is not the same as SA'd. I want to make that clear, all right? So to Edward Long Jr., I understand that you're promoting your book, Son of a Bishop. You all should check out his book. Please check it out, because I have no problem with Edward Long Jr. at all. But I think that some of the people who've interviewed you, they're not being honest with you. And that's why I'm glad I got my own platform, because I could say what I want. Your father's name bears a lot, both good and bad. And what he was accused of, unfortunately for the public, outweighs the good. And it didn't help him or the church at that time that he settled out of court with the victims when your father, Bishop Eddie Long, told the congregation that he was going to fight. So when you're talking about your father's legacy and his story, all of that is a part of it. And I'm sure Jamal Bryant doesn't have an issue with you, nor do you have a real one with him. But I'm sure the powers that be at New Birth Baptist Church in Lithonia, Georgia, they want Jamal Bryant to distance himself as far as possible from anything that has the name Long attached to it. Now, that's just my opinion. However, you all know that just because I have the mic doesn't mean I'm always right. So get down in the comments and let me know how you feel about this topic. And also, to Edward Long Jr., let me ask you this. Have you ever thought about those victims? Those young, they're men now. Those men who said they were traumatized by what your father did to them. Do you think about them? Do you pray for the victims? And that goes for all of you all who have had people in your family or friends who are a predator and they went after young boys, young girls. Do you all think about those victims? That's all I got to say. What about the victims? Because the victims are still here. And there are some people who've been victimized in the church or by individuals who are church people. And their mindset is to hell with your church, your leader, and your Jesus. Because what kind of Jesus would put these people in leadership roles to do the most egregious things to people who just want to serve him? Yeah, I said it and I meant it and I'm here to represent it. There are some people who just want to serve the Lord. They didn't come for all this. And I know some people going to say, well, Dawson, they can't put that on the Lord. They can't put that on God. Well, listen to me, ma'am, sir. For some people in this world, the only God they're going to see is the God in you. And if you are a person that prays, P-R-E-Y, on innocent believers who just want to do the work of the Lord, then listen to me. If they turn away from God because of what you did, that's going to be on your hands. And that goes for all of you, online and offline, who have accusers that say you abused your power or you SA'd them. Now I'm off of this. You all go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this topic. Please share the video. Thumbs up the video. Thank you those who support this channel via donation, who say, my brother Dawson, you bless me, I'm going to bless you back. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy holidays to you all. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself and each other. Peace.